deal with Banjo-Threeie? Okay, let's just rip the band-aid off. Banjo-Threeie never happened, and I don't know if I'll ever get over it. Because here's the thing, at the end of Banjo-Tooie, Rare straight up teased a sequel. Just you wait until Banjo-Threeie, Gruntilda says. And we all laughed like, haha, funny joke. But deep down, we were ready. We wanted it, we expected it. And it made sense, right? Banjo-Kazooie was a classic. Banjo-Tooie was bloated, sure, but still ambitious, so a third game felt inevitable. The N64 was winding down, the GameCube was coming up, and Banjo-Threeie seemed like the perfect transition. And honestly, the GameCube would have been the perfect home for it. That console gave us Super Mario Sunshine, Zelda Wind Waker, Metroid Prime, stylized, colorful, inventive adventures. Banjo-Threeie could have slotted in right beside them, like a puzzle piece that was meant to fit. It would have completed that golden era of quirky, imaginative platformers. But instead, silence, confusion, and then, not Banjo-Threeie, but that abomination they gave us on GameCube that we do not name. A game that basically dared fans to stop caring. But let's rewind. There was real momentum for Banjo-Threeie in the early 2000s. Rare was still Rare. There were rumors, whispers, magazine clippings, concept art. And then there was that cover. You know the one, Banjo and Kazooie underwater, GameCube logo up top, swimming toward a golden jiggy. It looked official. It had depth. It had polish. For years, that image bounced around forums, fan sites, and message boards like it was gospel. If you were a kid with a GameCube and a dream, this was the smoking gun. This was the proof we needed that Banjo-Threeie was real. And let's be honest, a part of us still wanted to believe it. Then came the GameCube tech reel at E3 2001. Remember that one? Mumbo Jumbo sprinting down a mountain with a bunch of characters behind him, looking like he was being chased or maybe leading a charge. It was loud, chaotic, kind of silly, and we all thought, wait, is this Banjo-Threeie? But it wasn't. It was just part of a tech showcase, a blink and you'll miss it moment that gave us just enough false hope to cling to. And after that, nothing. And that is what hurts most. It wasn't just that Banjo-Threeie didn't happen. It's that Rare actively walked away from the magic of Banjo-Kazooie, from the music, the charm, the tight level design, the wonder. They traded it in for bolts and blueprints. And we never got closure. I know it's easy to say move on, but Banjo-Threeie wasn't just a sequel, it was a promise, one that still stings decades later. And yeah, I know, there's still hope. Maybe one day someone brings it back. Maybe the bear and bird fly again, for real this time. But until then, I'll be here, staring at that fake cover, wondering what could have been. What's your deal with Banjo-Threeie? Were you one of the kids who saved that GameCube image and showed it to your friends? Did you believe the Jiggy was real? And hey, speaking of canceled dreams, maybe one day we'll talk about Donkey Kong Racing. But that's another heartbreak for another time. Smash that like button if you still hum Spiral Mountain in the shower. Subscribe if you're still waiting for bottles to come back from the dead. And I'll see you next time.